Good morning, hello. Happy Monday. Hope you all guys have had a good weekend. Asitsu, hello. How are you doing today? All right, so let's see if things are working as expected. Let's see. So where's yeah, okay, that actually shows up. We don't need cat cam on. Zilby's not here right now. All okay today so far? Well, that's good, right? There is still time. I mean, there's always time for things to unimprove, de-improve, go bad, but there's also usually time for things to even get better. Cool. Okay, the food I brought down has attracted Zilby. He's in the room. We'll see if he stays. Okay, so if I remember correctly, we left ourselves we have an extractor, so not middleware. We have an extractor that's limiting the characters per post. Or at least it's not limiting, it's actually checking to make sure that the characters per post are set there. Okay, optionally can be a response to another post. That's something we can do as well. So we can go into our create, and part of this extractor here. Hi, you wanna come up and say hi? Okay, you want to go up there. Dottie, hello. Good morning. How are you doing today? Okay, so we have the create post partial. The other thing we can have is the post, like the parent ID is maybe like, oh, maybe this should be like replying to, well, parent ID I think works. So this would also be an option with a number in it, which if I remember correctly, they end up being I32s in SQLax. And we have to just, all we have to check out is that it's not a negative number. You know what? I could probably do, I can probably make this a U, and then, well, no. I'll make it like that. Okay, so you've extracted the text. This one's okay to be not there. So this is more of a, where did I get this from? We have a request, JSON, okay, from request state. Okay, so JSON, so it's post. Okay, so if your parent ID is some and not basically all I care is that you're not less than or equal to 0. So parent ID is greater than or equal, I guess is greater than 0. We already know that you must be a number. Then in that case, I want to return. Okay, so I probably want to be the other way around. If you're less than or equal to 0, this becomes a true thing, right? It is and sum is a Boolean. Yeah. So then we're going to return in this case, I don't think I actually need to give it a reason because this is something that only would be hit by a bad actor. So you just get that. Okay, so you're happy. Oh, and then we can have a parent. It's going to be this option. All right. And then we're just going to keep it as the option because it's not 100% required. And if we want to actually do the thing, which we probably want to do, okay, so in create post, I can just do the entire logic here. I could also create an API for this. Oh, am I even connecting to the database yet? I don't think I am. I don't. Oh, we have to do that first. I should probably have like a database file or something. Yeah, let's do that. Have we even installed database stuff? We have not. Okay, so we're going to need to install SQLX and all of its fun stuff. I don't think I need the migrate feature for this. I think I just need these. Didn't it used to say what what features were not in here. Postgres and runtime. Oh, okay, well, I can find it. Okay, yeah. Then we have Postgres and runtime Tokyo REST LS. Nasrella, hello. How are you doing today? And also Vizanth, hello. How was your weekend? How's your Monday going? And Alpha Bra, hello. How are you? Okay, so we have SQLX installed, which means we should be now able to connect to the database. Let's add in our mod. Is it database connection? I want to say that's what it is. Oh, is that's a trait? Is it a connection? Or do I want, I think it's a connection. Oh, I don't remember anymore. We need to go look it up. I mean, we can just look it up in our... Okay, so I need to grab... I need dot... No, I think... Do I need this? Oh, this is what I need. I need a pool. So I need to create a database pool. Albert, hello. And Abby Knight, hello. How are you doing? How are you doing today? Kat did see something interesting. Kat probably didn't actually see anything. I think Zilby heard my wife walking around upstairs, and sometimes that means, like, you know, yummy food for him or something else, and so he gets interested if he hears like the right series of sounds. But of course, I don't think the right series of sounds for him came up, so he's still hanging out with us. I have a heater over here on this side. he likes that side over there, and I have no way to creating the heater like on the desk without like a major fire hazard. So unfortunately, I don't know why he only wants to sit there. I even put a bed over here and he still doesn't want it. That cat almost looks like its picture sitting so still. Yeah. Heard you talk about it. PG connection. I know. I think it's this thing. This is what we want. We need PG pool options. And then we'll do max connections and all that stuff. Oh, you're playing around a 3DS emulation on your computer. With an 8K TV at school. That seems pretty like a very different in the resolutions for that. I've played that. The Animal Crossing came on the Switch a little bit. It's not really like my big thing. Let's see. Rustin Enjoyer, hello. How are you doing today? You tried Axum recently and trying to write a custom middleware that can start transaction with CRM before request and send the try T-Rex the transaction to request and commit after request. You might be able to do that. Well, can you? Actually, I don't think you can. But it's hard to remember. It sounds dangerous. Yeah, it sounds like, I don't know. That might be one of those like, why are you trying to do that? Like what's the like the big reason for it? There might be a better way, or it might be trying to fix like a different problem that can be fixed like some other way. Oh, and then what type are you? Oh, so it's some kind of pool. So hold on. Let's just do this for right now. Let's just set that to a number. We'll only allow 5. It'll be fine here. Is there anything else we want to set while we're here? I don't think so. And then this creates a pool. Okay, a pool with a DB. So, and then we need the URL. And we have to question mark you because you're a result. Okay. And then I think the pool is all we need, right? Because the pool has we can get the connection from there, and we can do the thing, right? Because we could at that point in time do pool dot. Oh, it's not even that. It would be like SQLX. Query. And then from there we do our thing with like the whatever it's called. I forget the name of the method, but then we do that and then we pass it the pool. Okay, that's what we want. So we want to return the pool from here. So let's do a pub type db which means that I can just return this. What are you upset about? Mismatch type expected. Oh, it needs to be an okay. All right, there we go. So now we can do this thing. All right, I missed some more stuff. Oh, okay, so Dodie on Twitch is suggesting you might want to do a short transaction with your handler, which you now can't do. Okay. Albert, you tried playing with a PS4 controller, a pair of Joy-Cons, and a Switch Pro controller, and you think you prefer the PS4 one. I tried a PS4 versus a Xbox, and I enjoyed the Xbox one more, but I think it's more of that it felt nicer in my hands. Maybe it's the right size. Seriously, your cat is cute in frame. Well, thank you for that. Yeah, Zilby is super cute. He deserves pets. Okay, so now I don't need to pass like constantly the Postgres type and all that stuff. We just do this DB. So let's see. I want to come back to, oh, we need to go to state now. Okay, so if we do that, now in our main library, we can create the database connection here. Which we actually need. Okay, so before we even end this, we need the URL. Do we have .env? I don't think, do we? We do have .env. Okay, perfect. Do I need this? I don't think I need this more than at runtime. Because I think behind the scenes, they grab the information at compile time. I don't need .env macros. I don't think so. Dingo, hello. How are you doing? How are you doing today? All right, so then we need to go to main. Okay, so we get our port first, and next up, we want to get our database URL. I don't need to parse this. This is going to be a string. That's fine. So really, that's it. And then we're going to take that string and we're going to pass it into here. But wait a second. I wanted this not here, but at run. Should we create the pool? It's a free clone, so it actually wouldn't be a problem for me to pass this in here, wouldn't it? Let's do that. We'll do all the configuration stuff here. So if I do our what do I want to what is this create database? Oh, connect to database, I think. Pass it the database URI. Oh, now you need to be async. And you also need to return a result. That's not what I wanted. I wanted that. Okay, so we have our DB database pool. Throw in the DB there. Why are you upset? What is that? Did I pull in something I'm not supposed to pull in? How to port debut 60 what? Oh, weird. Look at that. Okay, so it's like port and then it thinks it's combining with some of these other things together. What? Let's see if a restart makes that happy. I think it does. Okay. Meanwhile, method run not found. Oh, right. Okay. Yeah, yeah. So you now need to be, we need to await you, and we need to... There we go. Okay. Much better. Every once in a while I can hear Zilby. This like very, very, very subtle slight snore. Which is distracting than how cute it is. Uncle Scientist, hello. How are you doing today? How's Advent of Code going for you? Looks like Zilby has been renamed to Major Award. No, that's Zilby's title. Zilby's title changes quite often. Okay, so I think we're looking good here. So we have run, we have all this stuff, Axum serve. Okay, so we can now come back down to the main library. We have our database connection here, which means time for us to create our state. Can I have this implement copy? Because I might as well, right? If it's going to be cloned everywhere, can I just do copy? Cannot be implemented for this type. So no, I cannot. All right. Well, clone is pretty much free because it's a an arc behind the scenes. Okay, so you get passed into there, which means I actually want to throw you in the router. What? How? Control C wasn't working for that either. I don't know how I did that. Okay, so now we have our state, which means that let's do it above this layer, but below all of the other routes that we're gonna do. We want this available only for routes that match. So we're gonna do a route layer. We are going to do a state. No, it's not route layer. It's with state. What am I thinking? I was thinking extensions. That's what I was thinking. Oh, and then state. Oh, is it like that? Or do I have to do with state, state, how do I do state again? It's, don't I just pass the state? Mismatch types expected, oh, okay, hold on. Now, in the create, I think I told it the state was nothing, didn't I? By accident here. Yeah, okay, hold on. State is this. Can I just replace S with the actual app state? Can I do something? Wait, no. I don't know how to. Where am I setting state to be nothing? Toggle bit, hello. How are you doing today? How are you feeling? Hopefully better. I saw in your Discord that you were laid out a little bit, but hopefully you're feeling better, right? Wait, did Axum finally get released? Axum 0.7 got released, right? I haven't seen 1.0. Let's see, not in there. No, I'm not seeing anything. You want me to? Well, here, you could just ask me to, and I'll pet the cat. I'll pet Zilby. Zilby. Aww. I tried to warn him beforehand, and he saw his ears go up. I said his name, but he still made that little sound because he was like shocked that I touched him. So yeah, so that was one of the things that they were waiting for apparently, but Hyper actually changed quite a bit. I think it may have changed more than they were expecting, and so now we see Axum is at 0.7, and there's a few more breaking change updates that they expect to make before 1.0. So yeah, that's the thing. Jim, hello. How are you doing today? All right, so let's see. Bad request and to respond. Okay, so we have all this stuff. What were we doing again? We were, oh right, I'm trying to figure out why are you upset? Now, if I don't have you, yeah, okay, that's what I was figuring. So the problem is inside of here, it believes the state is nothing, and so it's basically set the state to be nothing. Oh, 07.2 has been released now. Of course. We have 071. I wonder what would happen. Well, it didn't magically fix the problem, which would have been nice, but understood. Fine, thanks. I've been watching the VODs and YouTube vids. Nice. Bessering Garan, hello. We're going to read about those breaking changes they Axum Dev expect to make. Oh, so it was a chat we did on our Discord, but I don't. Isitsu, was it more of us just sort of like seeing what they were doing, or more of like actually seeing them say we expect to do breaking changes? I think it's more of us expecting that they're going to than actually doing that, and that's probably why they're not going to 1.0 now. .072, which includes the 2 bytes that he wanted without needing an external crate. Oh, about time we're starting. Okay, I'm glad about that. Okay, so where are you? Where are we sending? Okay, so it's got to be in this. It's got to be in here, doesn't it? Now, is there a way for us to see? Okay, so is this actually the state that we expect? So you might be nothing here because we're using a generic S. Now, where is this S used? From request. Are you only used here? If that's the case, can I remove you? So like not use a generic because we know exactly what it is. From request. And then we say you are going to be It expects at least one generic. Okay, so it has to have a oh man. Why do I have to do a generic? No, am I? I'm not. I'm not trying to connect to the database in the generic, but I believe that this extractor is telling Axum that the type of state is just nothing, an empty tuple. And I don't want that. I want it to know that it's app state. Put app state in place of the generic? I don't think that's it, because that will just create a generic named app state. And these are all traits, and it's an actual type, not a trait. So I don't think that's going to do. Like, unless I can, I mean, it would be from request app state with no est. From request. Wait, where? App state with no. Yeah, but that would try to create a generic named app state. Because anything that goes in there is either going to be a lifetime or a generic, right? Because if I do this, oh, I see what you mean. Okay, not here. Took me a little bit. Oh, Matt. Okay, okay, I think this is working. Except this is still. Wait, okay, so we just did we rebuild right here? So we're still getting this problem. Mismatched types. Okay, so that wasn't the problem. Yeah, you're right. That wasn't what was kind of causing the problem. So what have I done? Okay, what if I? Okay, let's undo that. I don't want to do anything like this if it's not the actual problem. Create post. Okay, so we have post. If I want state. Oh, do you need a state here? Oh, you need a state here too, don't we? So actually, I probably don't need to put a state here at all. We then add in state here. There we go. That's what we needed to do. Yeah, the problem was the nested create router. Yeah, so I created a router, change that to router app state. Don't use with state. Oh, interesting. Okay, hold on. Much better. I like that. Let's do this. So let's not pass you in. There we go. That's what we needed to do. That's what we need to do. Okay, excellent. All right, so we have you. You're all happy. This is all great. We now have our state. I want to update our database. Now we have connect, we have mod. Let's do the actual queries. So we're going to create a post. We'll take in the pool, which is, I guess we'll take in the DB, which is a DB. Return a result, which we will fill out in a second. Okay, so when we return this, I want the ID. Do I want anything other than the ID back? I might just want the ID back. So this would be the I-32. We also kind of need the informations. This would be the post. What should I pass in here? It should probably be the post text. So the text, which is a stir, and the parent ID, which is going to be an option I-32. I want to now create the query, and then we're going to return the I-32s. Let all right, now let's see how well this works. We're going to do an insert into what do we call it again? Posts. Insert into posts. Values. We're just doing one, so that's gonna be fine. We want insert into posts. It's gonna be the text and the parent ID. We want the text is gonna be the text. Was it just that? No, it was like $1, wasn't it? $1, $2, text parent ID. Now, I wonder if it's gonna be okay with the option. I hope it is. What was it? It's it's like connect, it's run, execute. Oh, I want to get one, right? I want to get one back. So I want to fetch one. Okay, fine. I have to go look this up too. Yeah, so I do SQLX query. I hand it the thing that's going into the $1. Yeah, it's fetch one and hand it the pool. Why are you so not happy with this? What am I missing? It's a trait that I'm missing, isn't it? No? Maybe? Okay, it's kind of working. Dot await question mark? No errors. Okay, what have I done wrong? Or is this no longer working as expected? So I did the connect, I wait. So we have the actual PG pool options. So we have the pool, and I'm trying to do the query, that thing. Okay, fine. Let's do a Oh, maybe, yeah. It could be let's try that first. Just in case. You're not happy. Okay, so I do know that this updated a tiny bit, but I can't imagine it updated that much. Did it break everything with like a dot update? I mean, so I have Postgres. Okay, so I wonder if I do need this PG pool options in here, and it's just not finding it. It's what, SQLX Postgres. So it still doesn't find it. So execute is basically run it, but I'm not going to get anything back. There's not going to be any return value. Oh, you know what? The other thing is, if I do something wrong like that, this should be yelling at me, but it's not yelling at me. Ooh, okay, okay. Why are you not yelling at me? So we have database URL. You know why it's not yelling at me? I just remembered. Right before stream, I turned on and launched Docker. And I told myself, hey, you're going to run into weird issues if you don't actually start the database. You should do that before you start the stream. And then I 100% immediately forgot that literally seconds later. Nope, not that. I would just want to rename you to database or Docker or whatever you want to call this. Now, how do I get it to actually do the thing now? It should, do I have to restart it or something? How do I get it? Okay, so I don't think it's finding this. I'm not seeing any errors. I have an error here though. Enum takes 2 generic arguments. Database queries. Wait, why are you? Oh, because you're the wrong type of result. Okay. Error here. Let's try restarting you again. Okay, now you're happy. So if I... Oh, it's not yelling at me. Oh no. Okay, do I actually need that? I don't know if I do. So I want this to be fetch one. There we go. Now we're getting somewhere. Await result. We have a row. Okay. We're good to go. Much better. Much better. So I'm getting a single result, which is this oh, and I need to do a returning post ID. So then you're going to be replaced with an OK result dot post ID. Okay, so then this should work. This should actually insert it into the database when we make the query. So then in our create, here's our create post. So we get the state, which is going to give us the DB. We get the post. Okay. We are tracing out. All right, let's, what we're using, we're not using Insomnia anymore because they don't let me export. We're using Rapid API now, which unfortunately is small and tiny, but I can export these, so we're using that. So if I do a post to that, we are doing, our text is currently hello world first post. So if I run this, I see that somewhere right around here. Right below is it'll be right above me. So now I want to pass this in. Do I want to pass it in, or do I want to... I want to call it, right? So I want let the ID. And we're going to... Oh, right. And then the other thing that I could do is I could choose to make this instead of a result, but I'm not going to do that. I kind of like the idea of handling the error at this point in time. So we're going to do, what do we call this? Create post. All right, so you need the... No. Uh-oh. Let's not call it create post. Let's call it insert post. There we go. Okay. So we're gonna have a state.db that we clone. We have the, I think this is the text. So it's gonna be the post. All right. Okay, so create post. Wait a second. What happened to the closing? No wonder it's been weird. Has this been happening to you all? I get weird states because Rust Analyzer is like just sometimes quitting, like taking over and removing closing brackets. Weld4, hello. How are you doing today? Thank you. This is a fairly default theme. We're using Alacrity, Zellage, and Helix together to get all of this looks something. It looks good though. I like it. All right, so get the post ID. Okay, so that's good. Then I want to map the error. G, hello. How are you doing today? And then we want to return something, don't we? This is going to be a normal result, which cannot be an error result. So if it's okay, it's going to be a 201. So I want a status code and then an I32. And then if you're a failure, I want probably a status code and like some kind of message probably. So we can just do a string. Or I could even do a static string, can't I? So then in this case, the error is going to be a status code. This would be our fault. So external server error, and post could not be created at this time. Please try again later. Okay, so that gives us that, and then if we're successful, we're going to return just the ID. So this can be you with the status code of created and the post ID. Okay. All right, I think we're good. Do you have any integration of Axum with async GraphQL? I don't think I do. I've done GraphQL connection. I don't know if I used it with async GraphQL or not with the front end with you, but not with what is it called? Axum here. I don't think it would be that difficult, but I could see that being a good thing to sort of look into. So I will add that in as a request. So create like module course on Axum, and I'll probably just do GraphQL. I don't know. I don't want to like necessarily settle on any specific framework or like library yet. Okay, so this should now create. So we should have create set up. We have some, oh, we do have some warning. We do have an error. What's your problem? The trait bound. Okay, so impl future output results. Oh, it's not happy with that. Okay, so you're very unhappy with this return. Now wait, is this the right type of result? Did I accidentally? No, I don't see like an error result. Status code. You don't have to be the same on both sides, I don't believe. Why are you upset? Okay, the trait bound function app state create post. Impl future output. Okay, so we have, so it is a future output result status code I32 or status code stir is not satisfied. So it is a post. We do create post inside of here, so it's grabbing you. I think there's a problem with the self, right? But we can try. Yeah, no, okay, so it's still the same problem. So somewhere in here, I guess let's take care of all of the warnings too. Oh, why are you blue? Oh, remove the unused imports. Fine. Okay, so there's two things here. So this one is required by a bound introduced by this call. Yeah, I'm guessing that I-32 must not be a valid response. That's the only thing I can think of. If I change you to be like a string, wait, unclosed delimitator. What did I do? What happened? So we have open, open. It got rid of one of those again. Oh yeah, that's it. Okay. How do I return? What are my responses? Is there a, like a response types, like very, very generic types that I can do? Ooh, thank you. Implementations on foreign types. Okay, so we have static stir. We have, okay, U8, cal, infallible, nothing, string, bytes. Okay, so let's just cheat. All right, so an inserted post is just going to have a an ID. So we have the post ID, which I can just call the ID. That's going to be an I-32. And then I guess we can have a parent ID too, which is going to be an option. Actually, I don't care about that. I just care about this. In this case, we just want a serialize. We're going to return JSON with the inserted post. You're going to go here. Okay, that will be happier. There we go. Oh, Besengaren. Okay, so I have two routers. The parent router, the root router, does have the with state, and I think so that's fine. Okay, so this is running, which means we should be able to now, let's connect to the database. And if we look at posts, we have nothing in it right now. If I hit this, we have a text hello world first post. If I run that, we now get back ID of 1. And now we have hello world first post with no parent ID. And if we let's say that we say, hey, you know what? That's really cool. Let's respond to that. So we have The parent ID is now going to be 1, and this is a response to that post. It's like, I don't know, like, hi. You got a 422. Bomero, hello. How are you doing today? Yeah, so it's text, parent ID, and then text and then parent ID, right? So I have text and parent ID trying to go to the same thing. So text is still high. Parent ID is 1. I got a 422 unprocessable entity. What was my error here? Error, extracting JSON body when creating post. Failed to deserialize the JSON body into the target type. Parent ID invalid type string 1. Oh, wait, no, that should be fine. Parent ID invalid type. Why are you a string? You should be. So create post partial is an I32. Create post, you're an I32. We are seeing error extracting JSON body when creating post. Failed to deserialize the JSON body into the target type. Parent ID invalid type string 1. It thinks that that's it must be a string. Why? How can I see? Why would you do this to me? Oh, because in Rapid API, I have to change this to a number. Thank you for that, Dadian Institute. There we go. Okay, we've now created 2, and if we come back to here, we can see that now we have hello world, first post, and hi, parent ID 1. Okay, so we can optionally be a response to another post. Optionally be a response to a response. I'm very certain this will work, but let's now respond to post ID there. So this will be text. Hello, parent ID is now 2. There it is. Our parent ID is now this one. Posts are stored in Postgres. Posts are validated before storing in the database. Excellent. We now have create post done. Let us fix all of, do we have any warnings? I don't think we have any warnings. I think we're good to go. Okay, we have a few minutes before the end of the stream. Let's work on the next thing. So we have get a list of all top level posts. So this is going to be get all, right? So if I start this in queries, so I kind of actually feel like well, do I want to do like a, maybe I do want to like break these out into their own things too. I don't know. let's try building without it and see how it feels. So if I do, we want to get all, this is going to get all, get a list of all top level posts. So, get all top level. We want to take in a DB, and that's probably it. We're going to return something. We know what this is going to have to be, don't we? So we need a pub struct for this. This is going to be get all posts. I guess this is going to be a post. What's that? I want you to be, we have a post ID, which is going to be a I32. That's required. We have the text, which is required, so that can be a string. We don't need any parent IDs from this because we know that this is going to be a none for those because we're getting top level. And do we have likes in the database? We do have likes, so we need those. Likes can also be an I32, and we know that they exist. We know that they exist, so that should be fine. So we're going to return a vector of post. Okay, so let's return, I think I can just do this all in one go here. We can do a SQLX query as, the first one is going to be the type, right? So it's going to be a post. Then we're going to do a select. We don't need everything, do we? We just need the things that we want. So in this case, it would be the post ID. Ooh, I can change this. Select post ID as ID. I want the text and the likes from posts. We want everything. We probably want to order by post ID, ascending or something like that. I think ascending is default. I think I can just do that. I want to fetch all. Just needed to be a reference, of course. Let's see. Top level being select star from DB where parent. Oh yeah. Good point. That's a very good point. I was gonna like find that and you're like, oh yeah, that's not what I want. From post where parent ID is null. All right. Yeah, sending is the default if I remember correctly. Do I want to coffee drinker? Hello. Do I want to depend on that default behavior? It doesn't really matter, but if like somebody was to like look at this, it would become really obvious if I have this. So like I could see an argument for both, right? I could definitely see an argument for both. All right, so let's take this and now write we have I'm going to go into router hosts. I want to do a get all. So get all top level. We know we're going to need to take in the state. I don't think I need to return anything else, so we're going to return a result. We're going to have 200 is just the default. That's going to be fine. I just want to return the JSON. What are we returning inside of this? I think I'm okay with returning what that post was. So I want the post, and then if you're an error, I want a status code and a message of some kind. Okay, so if I go to slash and we do a get, okay, so if we do that, that should be fine. Why are you upset? Function takes one, oh, because I don't want to actually call it. Futures not satisfied. Why are you upset? This is like the same thing that was upset about the other one. I have the state, app state coming in. Result of you. JSON from the extractor, so that should be fine, right? So result is the JSON post. Then status code, static string. These are fine. Yeah, unuser. Okay, let's just do it. Let's see if it like clears up just by like making it work. Let's see. So get all top level. It's an async function. That's fine. Oh, I know what the problem is. We need, okay, hold on. I know. That's what it was. Okay, letter result. So these are gonna be all the posts, right? So all the posts equals, I want to get all top level from the database, except I can't do that. Why would you think I can do that? Normally it's pretty good by saying like, okay, grab this thing from you, grab this other thing from you. Okay, so I really want to do like something like use create database queries. Queries, get all top level, hand it, clone you. Okay, so we have a vec of post, and then I think I just want to return okay JSON posts, and then I think we're good. Maybe expect to struct post found. Oh. Yeah, you need to be that. Okay, you should be happy now, which means that we can now add another query to this. This is going to be a get all top level. So it's going to be get http localhost that / API v1 posts. That's it, just to get to it, and there we go. We get one object with 3 items in the object. We have the ID, the text hello world first post, and the number of likes that it has. So that would be no warnings, no errors. That would be this. Okay, so we get a list of all top level posts. We have the text. We have the likes. Ooh, do we want to do pagination? Or do I want to just remove? Let's just remove that as a. I'm lazy. That way we can just mark this as done sooner. I'm the designer of this app. I can just change the requirements whenever I feel like. Don't we wish you could do that all the time for like, you know, whatever you want? It's like, users don't really need that. We could add pagination in later if users actually use the app. Not necessarily add it. It's fairly trivial to add it in. All right. Perfect. Thank you, Bamero. And yeah, so we went a little bit over, but we got 2 features done today. So awesome. We have 3 more to go. We have get one post, which then also is like the immediate responses and all that stuff. So this will be good. Thank you, Toggle. Thank you, Coffee. Okay, so we have Toggle, but you're still not feeling good, right? You're not about to go live. If you were, we could raid you, but I think you're sofa bound for a little bit longer. Well, I'm hoping that you're feeling good soon. Raimu is doing Advent of Code in Rust. Let's go raid Raimu. Raid. Spelled correctly. I like that they now give the little icon to it so I can verify that, because we have once rated somebody and it was the wrong person because I mistyped it. So that was fun. But all right, everybody, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I will be back this afternoon for some coding game, and we'll be doing some AI challenge programming with the Mad Pod Racing. And that's going to be at 2:30 p.m. Mountain Time. Otherwise, if you're only here for the Axum and sort of like more serious coding, I'm here every single weekday this morning at the same time, which is that 7 a.m. Mountain Time. And we go until around 15 minutes ago or so. But obviously sometimes, go a little bit longer. So with that, have a great rest of your day, and I will see you all next time. Bye.